I found out my perfect wife has a second family in another state. I've been married to my wife, Sarah, for 8 years. She's a traveling nurse, or at least that's what she told me. She spends 2 weeks every month in a city 4 hours away. Last Tuesday was our anniversary, so I decided to surprise her at her hospital with flowers. When I got there, the receptionist told me no one by that name had ever worked there. My heart dropped. I tracked her phone to a suburban house 20 minutes away. I sat in my car shaking, and then I saw it. A man walked out, followed by 2 kids who looked exactly like Sarah. And then Sarah walked out, kissed the man, and called him hubby. My whole life was a lie. I didn't confront her right then. I wanted to burn her world down legally. I hired a private investigator and found out. Sarah had been living a double life for 10 years. She had 2 legal marriage certificates in 2 different states. She was using my money to pay the mortgage on their house, telling me it was for medical school loans. The craziest part? The other husband, Dave, had no idea either. He thought she was a pilot who flew international routes. We were both being played by the same woman. So I reached out to Dave. We met at a coffee shop, and instead of fighting, we shook hands. We decided to give Sarah the anniversary surprise of a lifetime. On the day she was supposed to fly back to me, she walked into our house to find both me and Dave sitting at the dining table. All her clothes were packed in trash bags by the door. She froze, her face turning a ghostly shade of white. She tried to spin a lie about being a secret agent, but we both laid down the evidence, photos, bank statements, and both marriage licenses. I told her I'd already filed for divorce and reported her for bigamy and financial fraud. Dave told her he'd changed the locks on the other house and her kids were staying with his mother. She started screaming, crying, and begging, saying she loved us both equally. It's been 6 months. Sarah lost both her families because of the fraud and bigamy. She lost her nursing license and is currently facing a massive lawsuit. Dave and I, we actually became friends. We occasionally grab a beer and talk about how we both dodged the biggest bullet of our lives. She tried to play 2 men but ended up with absolutely nothing. Would you forgive her if she said it was for the kids? Let me know in the comments. If you want more stories of cheaters getting caught, subscribe to Void Redditor. Don't let the void catch you slipping. Peace.